Asia, your turn. I saw on your Instagram you posted a recipe. It looked like you were cooking called red.
Yeah.
Is this true? Am I getting that right? Red?
Yes. Yes, it is.
It just looked phenomenal. And I was hoping you could maybe share maybe some of the ingredients or the cooking process, but also if there's any sort of like story associated with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I lived in Ghana for about 6 months. I studied abroad there. And while I was in Accra,
Shout out.
I got so upset. I am the petty of the petty. I'm the bougie of the bougie. And what I got upset about was the denigration of red palm oil,
Mm.
and that local Ghanaians were switching out their antioxidant rich, basically superfood oil for American oil seed sort of alternatives, and the health impacts were showing. And I was taking global nutrition. Of course, I've studied nutrition literally around the globe in India and Ghana. Um, there was just like this infuriation in me around just the assumption that the oil that's been used by my ancestors for thousands of years is somehow deficient. So I made a red palm oil documentary.
Mhm.
And I interviewed health experts, and I'd never made a film before, of course.
Mhm.
But I really changed sort of a lot of minds and talked about the deep medicinal qualities of red palm oil. I had a woman, my sister Florence, shout out, take me to the marketplace, and we made red palm oil from scratch, and really developed this deep relationship with such a sacred plant that has been denigrated. And, for people who don't know a lot about sort of global food systems and things like that, the attack on red palm oil by rapeseed oil manufacturers, canola, and other American, industries, has been a real intentional thing, because of the competition, because of the qualities of these sort of tropical fats. And so, anyways, I cooked. I cooked a lot in Ghana. I cooked a lot in Ghana. And I cook a lot, and that was one of my favorite recipes was red. And in particular, the black-eyed pea is very sacred to African Americans, but as I learned, to all most people throughout the diaspora, wherever our ancestors went, we took our sacred bean. And so part of what I'm up to, I used to be very strictly bioregional. It's like I got my diet to 90% Colorado, my seeds, my eggs, my milk, my meat, my veg, right? Like everything. But after experiencing how healthy tropical foods made me feel, I've been incorporating my ancestral foods. And so what is it like to take black-eyed peas and not add a ham hock to it, or not add smoked turkey to it, but to instead add shrimp powder, right? Instead, I'm working with creating the same umami flavors that I experienced in Accra, but with ingredients that have the integrity that I can access and that meet my standards. And so, I don't know where, I get my shrimp wild crafted from an ethical, sustainable company, the kinds of fish sauces I use. And the quality of red palm oil that, I have in my kitchen. Thank you to all my YouTube aunties who showed me discernment about which red palm oil is the best, because I got that and it's fair trade. Okay. And so, yeah, I make it a tradition to honor sort of the recipes that I learned while I lived in Ghana, and to continue sort of to eat of the foodways of my ancestors, even when that includes participating in import and export. But there was a moment where I was like, Well, I import my olive oil from family
Mm-hmm.
farms in Italy, and I'm paying out of the wing for that. So what's the barrier between me importing red palm oil when it's the oil that matches my body? And so, yeah, I've been in a deep process with red palm oil, specifically from West Africa, learning about, most people don't know that red palm oil is one of the food sources that are rich in the full spectrum of vitamin E. So that's trochotrenols and trochophenols. It has like the broadest spectrum of carotenoids. Like folks don't understand vitamin A until you get what red palm oil does for the body. And everything about it is a lesson, and understanding the kinds of traditions or body ailments that may come up in the tropics. There's a reason why that's what you eat and not the oil of corn. And so I'm always concerned about preserving traditional foodways, because all of these cultures have lessons to teach us. And if we are eating a homogenized diet that's based off of what's available in the United States, then we will lose sort of these breadcrumbs that take us back to our ancestors. And so, red is a beautiful dish. That has ginger, that has red peppers, that has red palm oil, black eyed peas. It's consumed often with plantain. We love some plantain. And it also gives me the opportunity to go to the African market and, kick it, learn from those folks. I live in a place that's really diverse here in Colorado. And so there is a market owned by people from across. So it's really cool kind of to go there and talk to them. And they talk to me in Twi, and I'm like, yes, Akowaba, like. So it's good to, be with people of culture and I love exploring the cuisines of Africa. And I know I can't make a soup like some of y'all's moms can make a soup, but I'm learning, and I love adding Ghanaian cuisine into my repertoire alongside Italian cuisine, alongside soul food, alongside all of the culinary traditions that I am dancing in the mystery of.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. So thank you for sharing all of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Hey everyone, this is Mason with Herb Rally. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and also go ahead and subscribe. We come out with new herbal content each and every week. If you didn't know, Herb Rally also lists herbalism events. We list herbalism events chronologically. We list them also by state. So you could just go ahead and search by Oregon or Wisconsin or wherever you live. You can find out what herbalism events are happening in your neck of the woods. We also list herbalism events, virtual herbal events. So if you can't make it to an in-person conference or plant walk, we list lots of virtual events as well. To find out more, you could go to herbrally.com/events or herbrally.com/virtual. But if you can help it, I would highly recommend trying to go to an herbalism conference. Those are some of the best learning experiences I've ever had, and that's where you can find different herbal teachers, and then maybe you could perhaps take their apprenticeship. But yeah, just do what you can. Get out there and learn about the herbs, like yarrow, dandelion, corn, all the above, like all the medicinal herbs. And we'll see you out there. Hope to see you at an herb conference. All right, bye.